Welcome back. Another version of Mulleting. Monday night here, 6:45, a little closer to 6:50 probably, just before Red Wings Rangers going on tonight here, Monday, October the 14th. So wanted to just kind of do a little bit of a quick hit going on, all things Detroit sports going on right now, going into this Monday from. Also, it's been a while since I've been mulleting. So, starting off with the Detroit Lions. As mentioned kind of yesterday in the recap, maybe the best regular season win I've ever seen at Dallas, 47-9. Unfortunately, also marked by Aidan Hutchinson getting hurt. So, surgery successfully took place yesterday. Dan Campbell today listed that he's likely to be out 4 to 6 months, although he wouldn't be surprised if Hutch came back quicker. Apparently, it's been seen like people in Hutch's camp that says he suffered an injury worse in college. So we'll see. We'll see if it's something that he can come. Either way, we hope it's as smooth of a recovery for quality of life purposes as possible to Hutch, and it gets better on that. And I think it's impressive also for the Lions too that in that moment of the injury they didn't falter. In fact, they stepped the tempo up in the gas and really played for Hutch in that win, which was impressive. Minnesota Vikings are next on the road this coming Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, I believe is the kickoff on that. If I'm a little bit wrong, then we can correct that later on in the week. Vikings are 5-0, the Lions are 4-1, so it's a good test for both teams to see where they're at in the hunt for not to win the NFC North, and it's the Lions looking to make this a season to remember in more ways than one. Speaking of a season to remember, the Detroit Tigers, unfortunately their season came to an end losing Game 5, the deciding Game 5 against the Cleveland Guardians on Saturday, 7-3, but a game where little ebbs and flows. Scott Harris, AJ Hinch had their kind of end of season press conference today. What seems to be talked about was while they do want to keep a lot of this existing core, they do want to bring in players in the offseason, boosting up the pitching, boosting up the hitting if possible, especially right-handed bats. Talked extensively about Javi Baez needing to get better, Spencer Torkelson needing to get better, hoping Kenta Maeda's strike rate improves, but also knowing that maybe they could have done a little bit more with onboarding for Maeda when he joined in the offseason. So it'll be really interesting to see how that all goes in this offseason. I think it is the way this Tiger season went through the last part of it's kind of a lot like the Lions 2022 regular season, the wins last year, only different with the Tigers getting into the playoffs, winning a wild card series, pushing the Guardians to 5. So there's plenty of momentum to carry forward to next year, as long as the existing core continues to take a step in the right direction, as well as whoever comes in to join the team. So great season. Unfortunate that it ended the way it did, but more happy for how it took place. So pitchers and catchers report to Lakeland in February. So look forward to see what else comes through on the Tiger pipeline leading up to then. Detroit Red Wings, they're in Madison Square Garden to take on the Rangers tonight, Game 3 of the season. 1-1 so far. Opened up things on Thursday at Little Caesars Arena. A 6-3 loss to a Penguins side that lost 6-0 at home to the Rangers the day before, and the Penguins were the one that looked sharper on the skates. The Winds started off that game hot, but unfortunately made a lot of mental errors. Defensive issues, a lot of space, left Billy Husso out to dry, gave up 4 goals, 3 of them in the second period. He was pulled for Cam Talbot. Wings responded. Talbot with 42 saves on Saturday, a 3-0 win at LCA versus the Nashville Predators. JT Compher with a goal. There's my train of thought for other goals. Andrew Kopp and then Dylan Larkin with an empty net. Billy Husso was placed on waivers today, cleared, assigned to Grand Rapids. Austin Watson back up. Christian Fischer got hurt on Saturday, so it'll be to see. Be looking to see who's in goal. I know Alex Lyon was the one in net in warm-up skates earlier today, but long season. I think I like the response for the Wings on there. It's just, is this season going to be more like what took place on Saturday, or what more things opened up on Thursday? If it's like how it opened up on Thursday, it could be a very painful year, especially when you look at how tight the playoffs is, or probably going to be around each other. So let's go Wings, especially with them now being the team with the Lions now regularly going. Another team regular going near the end of their regular season, but confirmed playing for the playoffs. Detroit City FC, Les Rouges with a 0-0 draw at home to Indy 11 this past Saturday at Keyworth Stadium. A match that I feel like still is 2 points dropped. A game where Detroit City had the possession, could have done a little bit more with the shots, but you know, at the end of the day, a clean sheet's good. Clean sheet playoffs is good, but there was more left, I felt like, on the table. Home field is not yet clinched, although it's been very, very close. Only 2 teams can pass Detroit City in the table, that is Indy 11 and Tampa Bay Rowdies. However, Detroit City does have the tiebreaker over both teams if they wind up level. Detroit City's in third, played as many games as Indy 11. Tampa Bay does have a game in hand, a home match against Hartford Athletic. Hasn't been rescheduled yet, as far as I'm aware, due to Hurricane Helene. Hurricane Helene. The Rowdies have 2 home games left. I believe with Hartford Athletic, the makeup game, and then with Indy 11, and then they also have another big game this weekend too. So plenty to play for. Detroit City hosts Miami, 4 p.m. Saturday, October 19th, the home regular season finale. Will that decide whether Detroit City gets a home playoff match or not? We shall see. But yeah, I think it'll be a lot on there. I think Tampa Bay has to play Birmingham Legion, if memory calls me correctly. I'm actually about to go look this up because I want to get this right. And also, if you have a Detroit City folk, the Black Arrow Award is for the team for the Player of the Year. Voting for that ends on October the 16th. So 2 days from today, we kind of discussed a little bit about who we all thought we were going to be voting for. Sean Spence, Adam Hernandez, and I on Make City Make Spence. The latest episode you can check out now on the Majors TV YouTube or Detroit.themajorsports.com, wherever, or even if you want to listen to an audio form, wherever you check out your podcast. So bringing this up real quick for the weekend matchups on here. Yes, Tampa Bay Rowdies actually host North Carolina FC. It is Indy 11 that hosts Birmingham Legion on this coming Saturday the 19th, and then the Rowdies take on Indy at home for the last game. So win by Detroit City over Miami on Saturday puts them in a very good position going into the last weekend of the regular season, and then depending on other results, that might decide if they go into the last weekend of the year with a home playoff match guaranteed. So onward Les Rouges. And then lastly, Detroit Pistons wrapping up preseason, the regular season starting up relatively soon. Hard to believe we're on there. So far, the Pistons have looked pretty sharp somewhat in preseason. They opened up with a 33-point win over the Bucks. Tough game versus the Suns over in East Lansing. We'll really know where this team's at once the season starts. We'll do a breakdown with Matt Feldbush as we get closer to season start, maybe a week or 2 into the season, kind of review everything, what we're seeing so far, and what we think this season's going to be. So, yeah, but that's essentially for this Mulleting. Nice little quick one. Again, ways you can check out the show, Detroit.themajorsports.com for all the Majors Detroit content written and reporting. Find us on YouTube at the Majors TV, and then also on Twitter, I never will call it X, TMSNX Detroit. You can find Adam, TMSNX Adam, and you can find me at GM Komatz. So, wish all the best to everybody on this Monday, October 14th, whenever you're checking this out. And yeah, until next time, see ya.